So for my first topic of Motivation Mondays, I want to talk about the 8 cardinal rules of life. Maybe some of you all are familiar with the 7 cardinal rules of life, but I wanted to add one extra cardinal rule. Plus, I like the number 8, and I think it's a cool number. So I'll be talking about 8 cardinal rules of life. The first cardinal rule is to make peace with your past so it doesn't spoil your present. The time to live is now. So if you make peace with your past, then it will not spoil your right now, because you will never ever get this moment back. This moment right here, gone forever. I count it a blessing and consider it a blessing to not be anywhere near where I used to be last year or anywhere near where I used to be before, because I've evolved, I've changed. And so I won't allow my past to dictate my future. Likewise, don't let your future spoil your present as well. I mean, it's okay to, plan, but being anxious about it ruins the now, because you're not enjoying the moment either. You're just being anxious about what's going to happen. So you're not fully aware of what's going on in your present, and that is inhibiting you from being your best you. Number 2, what others think of you is none of your business. Don't let them faze you. If you always lived your life according to what others think, then you will never fully live your life. Ever. Never. Ever, ever, ever. I feel like if we all live according to our purpose, then we can make the world move forward. But if we're so stuck on listening to what other people say or think or feel about us, we will never progress forward. So what they think, it doesn't matter. Do you love yourself? Are you comfortable in your own skin? If the answer is yes, then forget them. If the answer is no, let's find some self-confidence and let's build you up so that you can be comfortable in your own skin and you can live according to your purpose and do the things that you are put on this earth to do. Number 3, time heals everything. Well, almost everything. So just give it time. Everything requires patience in life. Everything. Every single thing in life requires patience. So you just got to allow time to happen so that it can work and eradicate all those things or all your feelings that you're feeling. Time doesn't wait for anyone either. So while you're sitting around moping, at least do something else. Don't just sit. I mean, you can mope, but don't sit and mope. Mope and be actively doing something else so that you can continue to move forward and you're not stuck or stagnant in a place where you need to be away from. That goes back to number 1, being stuck in your past. Don't be stuck there. Don't stick in your past. Move forward so that you can evolve and change, so that you can make a change in your life and you can go in that direction. Number 4, no one is the reason for your happiness but you. You control your happiness, and that is pretty much everything that you control. You control yourself. You control how you feel regarding certain situations. You control how you react to certain situations. You control all of that. You control your feelings. So if you want to be happy, you go and be happy. If you want to be sad, that's a choice as well. But I choose to be happy. I choose my happiness over everything else. I choose to be stress-free. I choose to be positive. I choose to be grateful. And because I've made those choices, my life reflects that, and I live happily. I'm probably one of the happiest people that you know. I'm so happy right now in my life. I mean, what is there not to be happy about? I have a beautiful family. I have a loving husband. I have wonderful dogs. I have beautiful friends. I have so much in this world to be thankful for. I mean, why complain, When you are happy, the world is happy. And you have to determine how you're going to get your happiness. If that means cutting off some people, you got to do it. If that means cutting off some situations, you got to do it. If it means cutting off social media, you got to do it. You just have to make those decisions to be a better you. Number 5, do not compare your life to the lives of others. You don't know what they went through to get to where they are now. You don't know what type of hurdles they had to cross over. You don't know what type of obstacles they've had. All you're looking at is from the outside in, but you're not looking at what they had to go through in order to get there. So you can't compare your lane to the next person's lane because you don't know what speed they're going, you know? They could have been stop and start, stop and start, stop and start, and then finally they took off. Or it could be the complete opposite. They're taking off and then the next thing you know, they're stopping. Comparing your life to others is like comparing apples and oranges. I mean, yes, they're both fruit, but they're completely different. You cannot compare your journey with the next person's journey because you don't know what it took for them to get to the point where they are now. So for you to make a comparison is just unfair to yourself, really. It's unfair to that person, but it's really unfair to yourself because you don't know. Stay in your lane, know which direction you're going, and just focus on your journey. You gotta focus. You gotta, it's tunnel vision, you know? Tunnel vision. Don't look over here, don't look over there, but you just stay right here, right here. Don't worry about everybody else because they're going to do what they're going to do and they're going to do it how they want to do it. But if you're so concerned about what other people are doing, then how can you perform your best and how can you do your best? You got to let that go and you got to have tunnel vision. Number 6, stop thinking too much. Don't overthink it. Just go with it. You're not going to know all of the answers, and it's okay to not know all of the answers. They'll come to you when you least expect it, so just remain open and embrace all of the new situations. And most people get stuck in this overthinking process because when you overthink it, that means you're not doing. You're thinking about it, but you're not taking action. So when you're not taking action, then you're just stagnant. You're just sitting there like, when you gonna do something? Go do something. Go do something with your life. Go get some business, like my grandma would say. Go get some business. You go get some business. And then you go do something. Because when you start doing, that's when your life starts changing. When you're sitting there thinking, you're not doing nothing. You're just thinking. Write it down. Put in a plan of action. Go for it. Bye. Do it. Number 7, smile. Did I just touch your life? Did I just give you a warm feeling in the inside? That's what a smile can do. Have you ever just seen a baby smile? They just smile because they don't have no reason. They just do it. They're happy. They're happy creatures. They're happy beings. And when they smile, it's infectious. So imagine what your smile can do. Just smile. I want you to do an experiment. I want you to go one day without smiling. And then I want you the next day to just smile all day. And I want you to see how drastic your life will change from one day to the next. If you don't believe in the power of a smile, try that. Just try it for me. Try it. And number 8, and this is my favorite, and this is my addition. Be grateful for everything in life. Everything. And if you can't say but one prayer every day, it needs to be the prayer of thankfulness. Just say, Lord, I thank you. Amen. When you're thankful for it all, when you are thankful for it all, then you have no reason to ever complain. And when you don't complain, that means your life is so good that you don't have to say a word. You can just wave your hand because your life is that good. You'll never have to complain another day in your life if you're thankful for it all. Try it. Try it. God sees your heart and God sees your faithfulness. And when you're faithful, that means you're grateful because you understand that God will provide for you, and everything that is going on in your life, you know it's going to be calmed because God is your comforter. When you're grateful, you're happy. And when you're happy, you're your best self. At this present moment, today, you are your best self. So by incorporating the 8 cardinal rules of life, you can be even better. Because every single day, you're going to get better and better at something else. If you like what you see, definitely support. And again, Make sure you're following me on all of my social media, Twitter, Instagram, of course YouTube, and Tumblr. All of them are askpRoy. And on Facebook, it is Still Feather Lace Elephant. It's the same name as my blog, stillfeatherlaceelephant.com. So I will see you all next Monday. I hope that you have a productive week, and God bless.